Hi, I'm Jennifer Love. I'm a passionate, authentic intuitive who uses divine guidance to help people love themselves and live more fully in their bodies. This is your weekly love connection for the week of November 20th through the 26th. You can choose a card from 1 to 3 or I've assigned a card for your unique situation. Card 1 is for folks in crisis who need immediate answers and support. Card number 2 is for my singles, and card number 3 is for folks in relationships who just want a little guidance. So this week we are using the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. I was doing some readings for an event like not this weekend but the weekend before, and I forgot how much I really enjoyed using this deck for readings, and so I thought I'd use it this week. So let's get started with card number 1. So as you know, in the United States, this week we're celebrating Thanksgiving. It's a pretty big holiday. Lots of families and friends getting together, and so I'm not surprised that this week we have all major arcana cards. So this is a tarot deck that I'm using this week. Sometimes I use tarot decks, sometimes I use oracle card decks. Tarot decks are very specific. There are 78 cards. They're split into major arcana cards and minor arcana cards. The major arcana cards are significant, and they indicate major life events. So this week, all 3 cards are major things happening in life. So group 1, or anybody who chose card number 1, is the moon. So as this relates to your love life, I want to say that sometimes things might be happening behind the scenes, or things might be happening that you feel like you don't know what's going on. But the moon is trying to tell you that you need to use your intuition to make decisions. The moon is a feminine energy. The moon means you need to be open to receiving. That's also feminine. So what it says on the bottom is, listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry, let go of your fears, revelations that will make everything clear. So like I said, you may not feel like you know all the answers or what's going on, but the answers will become clear over time. So listen to your intuition, use your intuition this week. Card number 2 is for my singles. Again, another major arcana card, and major arcana cards, like I said, are for really big, significant life events. And you know, it is a major holiday, but there could be other significant life-changing things happening in your life. So kind of the opposite of card number 1, card number 2 is the Emperor. The Emperor is about, it's masculine energy. It's very logic and structure oriented, very direct, action oriented. The Emperor card says logic and organization will increase your success. Take charge of the situation, accept a leadership role, structure and discipline. So if you have decisions to make this week, try to make those decisions from a more logical stance, or using your intellect rather than your intuition, kind of the opposite of card number 1. Finally, card number 3 is another major arcana card, and it is renewal. It's also known as judgment in the traditional tarot. This is Archangel Jeremiel, and this card says, reviewing the past with compassion and forgiveness, time to head in a new direction, clarity on your life purpose. In your heart, you know what to do. So if you're trying to make a decision this week, it's time to move in a new direction. And it's, the angels are saying, in your heart, you really actually know what to do. You know which direction to move in. It's also kind of a card of like reviewing where you've been in order to figure out where you want to go. So think about your relationship and kind of where you've been, even if you feel like you've made mistakes in the past, but it will give you some information on where you want to go from here. You could see kind of like there's a family here. So like this is a signal, like even if you feel like your relationship has been on rocky ground, or if it's in trouble, I think you should stay together. That's my feeling, but it's actually just kind of a signal to kind of review where you are in the relationship, review where you want things to go and how you want things to be in the future, and kind of move in that direction. Even if that means, you don't want a family, you don't want to be together, you have to move in that direction in order to get what you want to happen, right? So I hope that reading was interesting for you or helpful for you. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you next week.